So means they have more side effects, more problems, liver hurting, they put on weight, they don't eat anything, but very less eating, but still they put on their weight. And then kidney failure. Most of them, if you see, protein will start in urine and it's a problem. Having healthy sex is a gift from Mother Nature. Senior generation enjoyed sex in their 70s. And you can see in my testimonies, many people, and those who are unable to do at the age of 40 years, 35 years, they lost all these things because of diabetes, heart problem and their medication. And now after taking special supplements, now they are enjoying their sexual life again at the age of 65, 70s. Actually, we live in advanced era and have more advanced medical research. Therefore, actually we should stop doing wrong things of what old people they did in the past. But we have better investigation, we can correct, we have better option, better choices. So if we stop old things, wrongdoings, and if we accept good things, we should live longer, right? But it is not happening. People are having more problems, people every day they come, 30, 40 years, they are having blockages, 50 years, their life is not good. So forget about living for 90 and 100 years. This is what's happening right now. Let me tell you how this reblockage takes place in the most cases of once if you go for bypass or a balloonangioplasty, it happens again and again. 30 to 40% people they develop after balloonangioplasty, within 6 months they develop reblockages. Now I will show you what happens in here. You can see, say there is a blockage and the bypass surgery is done, and because of bypass surgery, and now you can see the restenosis takes place again, and the life of bypass surgery is not more than 10 to 12, 14, 15 years, that's it. And nowadays it is reblockages taking place in 5 to 7 years, 8 years cases are coming. So it is not it's not for entire your life protection when you do go for bypass surgery. So the thing is, while taking blood thinners, while taking cholesterol medicine, why it happens again? Because so many other things are involved in this problem. Framingham heart study indicates that high levels of the amino acid homocysteine may contribute to heart disease, stroke and a reduction flow of blood to the hands and feet. Researchers believe that homocysteine may contribute to the buildup of fatty substances in arteries, increase the stickiness of blood platelets, which takes clotting, and it reduces the flexibility of blood vessels and it makes more hardened, and inside lumen reduces in size. Homocysteine is a thiol amino acid resulting from demethylation of methionine, an essential amino acids derived from dietary proteins. It is metabolized through two pathways, remethylation and transsulfonation, which use as cofactor folate, vitamin B6 and vitamin B12. Hyperhomocysteinemia has been identified as a risk factor for cerebrovascular disease, dementia, impaired cognitive function and depression. Several drugs may interfere with metabolism pathway of homocysteine, leading to an alteration of plasma homocysteine levels. And these chemical medicines, prescription medicines, so class of drugs, lipid lowering drugs, antihypertensive drugs, they all have problem, they create problem with homocysteine metabolism, and that ultimately it causes blockage. It's not only cholesterol. Everybody blames only cholesterol. Cholesterol is necessary, but it has to be equilibrium should be good. It should be balanced. It should be in balanced form. Among the lipid lowering drugs, especially the fibric acid derivatives, which are used for treatment of hypertriglyceridemia and low HDL cholesterol, are associated with an increase of homocysteine by 20 to 50%. Therefore, coronary and other artery blockages and more angioplasty, stent and bypass surgeries. Also, popular diuretic, hydrochlorothiazide, Parkinsonism drug, levodopa, anti-epileptic drugs and many of other drugs, they increase homocysteine level. Isolated systolic hypertension is increasingly recognized as a cardiovascular risk number 1. Remember, it counts for 65% of uncontrolled hypertension. People, they are taking 3-4 medications and still blood pressure is not under control. The WHO reports that suboptimal BP is responsible for 62% of cerebrovascular disease or stroke and 49% of ischemic heart disease. Resistant or uncontrolled high blood pressure counts for approximately 30% of all high blood pressure cases. 3 or 4 drug combination for uncontrolled hypertension also fail to work. Cardiovascular risk is increased as patients often have a history of long-standing severe hypertension complicated by multiple other cardiovascular risk factors. Hypertensive subjects, atenolol and bendroflumetazide therapy is associated with higher incidence of adverse cardiovascular outcome and developing diabetes. Lisinopril, captopril and enalapril are ACE inhibitors, can cause chills, infection, dark urine, decreased urination, kidney damage, whereas ACE inhibitors doctors are prescribing to, and they say patient that it is to protect your kidney. Actually, you can see and read about these drugs, they actually cause damage to kidney. Now I will show you how without surgery and without any injection, how people they get better with our special supplements. Here you can see the coronary angiography report of a person who had blockage and status of coronary arteries abnormal, and doctor said if they don't do balloonangioplasty or bypass surgery, he is going to die. He refused to do that, and then he came to us and he took our supplements, special supplements, and now you can see again after taking our supplements, coronary angiography. Okay, and this report is showing coronary arteries were normal, no significant lesion to note. You can see here yourself. This is the real report.
I do live in New Jersey, and recently, last couple months, I had a problem with my mitral valve prolapse, and I was feeling so tired, and some sinus infections and everything came. So gradually, I was feeling, and the doctor said I needed valve repairing things, and down the road, and I was having the medication and all these things, and it's not that getting better, and eventually I was getting tired, and it's called like endocarditis or myocarditis, and it's like infection in my heart, and also sinus, and all these things is really killing me. And finally I came to Dr. Rao, and I'm feeling much better, and gives me my strength, and I'm getting more energetic and very optimistic and very hopeful. And thank God I came here, and it really works, and I'm so surprised. It's been really good for me.
Now your heartbeat and your rhythm, your arrhythmia, everything is better now.
It's really better, and especially my pressure went down, and it's like I was always having high blood pressure. So
I remember you are taking 4 medication, 4
yes.
prescription drug for to control your blood pressure and the heartbeat.
But now my blood pressure is 120/72 or 70, and it is really amazing, and I'm so happy that things is working, and I thank personally Dr. Rao.
So many your friends also earlier they came and they
one of my friends' wife had a severe headache and called migraine or whatever, but she stood up, and that's I sent her over here. And Dr. Rao had a great treatment.
And your sister-in-law, she got pregnant after 16 years?
Everything is really amazing. And I'm so grateful.
How is the baby of your sister-in-law?
Everything is good.
Always, we must try to prevent disease and its complication first, then correct it with best possible special dietary supplements. You are having better and safe choices. Why not to adopt for safe choices? If it fails, then surgery should be the last resort.